Hello everybody and welcome to Blue Shell Disaster, the only show on the internet where we talk about everything and anything except for Mario Kart, as the Blue Shell is just too traumatic. I'm your host, a guy who cares way too much about DC's TV shows on CW, and oh my god, speaking of that, just watched the trailer for The Flash, just watched the trailer for Supergirl, and just watched the trailer for Arrow Season 7, and oh my god am I hyped. Oh my god am I so hyped. I don't even... just... oh dear god. These trailers are amazing, and I just can't wait. I recently finished all of the CW shows when they was all on Netflix. Had to wait till then because I got really far behind when they was airing and everything. So I waited until the Netflix had all the episodes, and I just binge watched every season going all the way through, and it was amazing. Loved every second of it. But oh my god, was it sad? Last seasons for all these have been really sad, haven't they? Spoiler alert, by the way, for any of this. So first off, we get, Oliver Queen thrown in prison at the end of Arrow, after hopefully saving the city, only not completely saving it. In The Flash, Barry Allen was thrown in prison earlier in the season. What is with the prisons anyways? It's so weird how that happened. Flash had a pretty decent ending, I want to say. I don't remember if any characters really died towards the end. They got Ralph back and all that, so really the only villain died. So they had, while it was sad going up, it had a pretty happy ending, unlike Arrow. And man was it sad in, what was it? It's DC's Legends of Tomorrow. God, is that sad. Because Martin Stein dies, Jax leaves, but then we get Wally West, and I swear, him in the Legends is the best use of his character, as he's been kind of boring up until this point, just being in the shadow of the Flash. He hasn't really worked as well, but him in the Legends, it gives him more of a chance to be his own character, and I like that, because Wally West is my favorite Flash. He has always been my favorite Flash. So yeah, and in Supergirl, Win leaves to the future. What the heck was with this season and getting rid of characters? In Arrow, Quentin Lance died. He's been there since the beginning. Oh my god, that was sad. Oh my god. It was sad. So speaking of the whole trailers and everything, in the Flash trailer, we see the Flash ring, which I actually have on my keychain. It's a ring that stores his suit that it pops out, his suit pops out, and he just changes super quickly, and he goes, and I love that thing. So good to finally get it. We got glimpses of a similar one that Eobard Thawne uses, the Reverse Flash, and Barry kind of threw it to Cisco's see if you can get my suit to do that once, and everything, and then it's not been touched upon ever since. And then in the trailer, Nora Allen, West Allen, whatever her name is, hands him the ring, and holy crap. Speaking of which, their daughter from the future is there. Please tell me that soon we will get to see Bard Allen, at least at the end of this series, or have him mentioned. Bard Allen is Impulse, if you had no clue about that. He is the grandson of the Flash, and he is a great character. One of the best places you can see him in is in Injustice. He really shines in Injustice Season 2. Which, by the way, Injustice is coming... I mean, not Injustice. Why have I been saying Injustice this entire time? Young Justice. My bad. Young Justice is coming back later on this year for the DC Universe thing, which definitely am looking forward to that. They're remastering all of the Batman animated series on Blu-ray, or at least the first 2 seasons, so I can't wait for that. It's just gonna be cool, man. It's really gonna be cool. In Arrow, there's this really hilarious scene, the trailer and anything, and John Diggle and Oliver Queen are talking, and it's I'm keeping my head down, all that, and the next scene over, he's getting into a prison, shower fight. God, why do you have to go to prison? Samantha, whatever her name was, it was a jerk, man. Where's Amanda Waller when you need her? Oh wait, she died a few seasons ago. Which sucks. Amanda Waller's one of the best people in the DC universe, because she's like Nick Fury. She's like Nick Fury. And it's awesome. The Supergirl trailer was pretty interesting. We see a new villain popping up, which I hope is Lex Luthor. I don't know why, I just really want to see Supergirl go up against Lex Luthor. I mean, she's gone up against Lena Luthor's mom and everything, which is also Lex Luthor's mom. And we saw the Lexo suit, And I just really want to see Lex Luthor in the series. Because we've seen glimpses of Superman and all that. Which, by the way, I had a couple other problems with Supergirl this season. What universe is it in? We got this, in Season 2, it's revealed that the president is actually an alien from, who has become president. And yet, even though she became president, not Donald Trump, they still talk about the wall in one of the episodes in Season 3 where Maggie's dad comes in for their marriage and everything. They talk about the wall. Which is weird, because that's a Donald Trump thing. I don't think she would do that, but I could be wrong. And then they mentioned Chloe from Smallville a couple times. As far as I'm aware, she's only a Smallville character, and this isn't in the Smallville universe at all. So yeah. I don't know what universe this is trying to be in. I know it's in the Arrowverse, but they're making references to other characters, which is interesting. But yeah, I really hope the new villain is going to be Lex Luthor. At one point, I want to see Lex Luthor in the show. That's all. That's all. In this season, I want to see Lex Luthor at least once for this season of Supergirl. And I want to see Winn back. And I want to see like more to do with the Legion of Superheroes. I have a Legion of Superheroes ring as well because I like the Legion of Superheroes. They're awesome. What else? Sorry if you can hear the background noise. I always record these, and everyone else in the house is watching TV, and my mic is so powerful it picks it up, which I'm not complaining about. I love my mic. It's the Blue Yeti, by the way. Get one. They're good. Wow. I've gone on for like 6 minutes now about these trailers, and I haven't even begun to talk about them. Like, holy crap. At the end of season... What is it? Is it season 4 or 5 of The Flash? That was the last season, and we see Nora come out after she's helped him, and he's like, I'm your daughter from the future, and I think I made a mistake. What's the mistake? Was it helping out that was the mistake? And then they make a reference that she's going to be Marty McFly herself out of existence, which is hilarious. Back to the Future. Always good references to make. And then there's alluded to that there's this secret, like one of them is going to die or something. I'm calling it now. It's a secret about, crap. It's a secret about Barry Allen going to die, and then that's eventually going to lead into, like, I don't know, what is that event? The Final Crisis or something, in which he actually turns into the lightning bolt and everything, stops, saves the universe. If that's the way they're going, I can't wait to see that. That would be awesome. I'd love to see Wally West take over as the Flash again, because I feel just that part of that episode, he was Flash for 6 months at the beginning of the season, for like part of the episode. Not enough to flush out his character. I feel after with the Legends and everything, his character will be, like, he can go with the Legends for a bit, for like this entire season, make appearances and stuff. He can get his character in order, they can figure out how to write his character better. He can come back and then gradually take the place of Barry Allen, the Flash, and continue to be the Flash for like 2 seasons. Which I would really like, because like I said, Wally West is my favorite Flash. And I really want this character, Wally West, because he's been boring before, but I feel like when he started working with the Legends, he started to get a lot more interesting. Which, by the way, the ending of the Legends, how weird was that? They released the Time Demon Malice, there it is. And then, I was hoping they would form Voltron, because they kept making references to Voltron. No, they form a giant Bebop. Bebop? Yeah, Bebop, the giant blue creature. What was with that? Like, he had never been mentioned before, and then he was mentioned once in Legends of Tomorrow for that episode, the God of War thing, which, pretty cool episode, sorry. Got some dust on my computer, I was just wiping it off. And then he was just everywhere! What the heck? And then he's the giant thing that stops Malice, which, God, that was so weird. I was like, what the heck am I watching at this point? These past seasons had some really good episodes, I'm not gonna lie. I loved their crossover event where they dealt with the Nazi presence and everything. But why is it always Nazis for DC? Have you ever noticed that? In Justice League, the animated series, they deal with Nazis, I think it's like twice. There's an episode where Vandal Savage takes over the, like, World War II and everything, and then he's introduced and all that. And it splits it off into a weird world where they have the Nazis and stuff. And the symbols that those Nazis had on their arm is the exact same one they use for the Nazis in the Arrowverse, which is pretty interesting. Maybe, oh, how awesome would that be? Oh, you don't even know what I'm thinking right now, but, oh, I should say it. Okay, what if the Arrowverse's World X is actually the world that the Justice League went to when Vandal Savage took over? That would be a great thing and everything. I know they corrected it, but what if there's a world that they didn't? And so we have that version of Batman in there. Speaking of Batman, when is he going to make an appearance? Like, they've alluded to him several times, but he's never made an official appearance. I want to see just like a Batarang or something, and I will be friggin' stoked. Sorry, again, all the background noise, it's very weird. But man, would that be awesome. Honestly, I've had this theory since like 2 seasons ago with all the people they're doing with all across the universes. Can we like get a Justice League? That's all I want. I want like a live action Justice League that's on the TV show verse, not the movies. While I did enjoy Justice League the movie, I thought it was alright. I feel it'd be much better if we had the Justice League formed with all the characters that we already know and love in these TV shows, plus a couple others. How cool would that be? What else was I thinking? Oh yeah, that reminded me when I was connecting the Justice League thing together that the guy who voices the Martian Manhunter in the Justice League cartoons played a character in Supergirl this past season. He played Marin Jones, which is like the father of John Jones and everything. So, and then he died, and it was so sad. It literally ripped my heart out almost, because he's been, like, every time I've heard the character of Martian Manhunter, read any comics with him in it, that's the voice I always hear. And hearing him die is just like, ow. It was awful. God, it was awful. Should probably speak of some more news. This is outside of the DC universe. I know this episode is really DC focused, but I'm going to bring it to the other side of comics, Marvel. With Disney buying out Fox. So the deal is most likely have gone through by now. Probably at this point. Right now, it's Friday, and they said the deal would have gone through by now, but they haven't announced anything. But the way it's looking that DC did buy Fox and everything, and I'm so stoked for that, man. X-Men and the friggin'... I can't wait for that. If you want a good example of how they could bring the X-Men in, I'll put a link to a video down in the description leading to a guy called Rob on Comics Explained. Awesome channel. I've watched Comics Explained for like 2 years now. Loved every episode, and he has a great episode about that. So definitely check that out. So that's all the stuff for Marvel and everything. Here's just something that I really want to see happen. I'm going to list one thing I want to see happen in these seasons in each one. Okay, ready? In Legends of Tomorrow, I want to see Ronnie Raymond return. Like Ronnie Raymond, the original part of Firestorm. Because we don't know that he's actually dead. Because they never really looked for him. He just went into that singularity, which leads to another dimension, by the way. It led to Earth 2. So maybe put him in a different one. I want to see him return or them make references to him. Or something, because I want Firestorm back. Firestorm's gone, and Martinstein was amazing, but there is an example in Batman the Brave and the Bold where it's actually Ronnie Raymond and Jax. Or at least a version of those two characters. And everything that is Firestorm. And that leads me to believe that maybe they could do that, since Martinstein is dead. He had a really good death sacrificing himself, which, oh my god, that was sad too! So sad. So hopefully they can bring Firestorm back, because I love Firestorm. Firestorm is a great character. So that's what I want to see happen in Legends Tomorrow, as they make reference to him. And Flash, I want to see references to Bart Allen, and I want to see Reverse Flash come back. And I definitely cannot wait to see the Flash use that Flash ring, man. That's going to be awesome. In Arrow, obviously, I want to see, what's his name? Diaz something. Ricardo Diaz. I want to see him get his butt kicked by Arrow and completely taken down. I want to see Oliver Queen out of prison, and I want to see the Samantha person apologizing. That's what I want. I want everything to go happy again. In Supergirl, like I said, I want to see Lex Luthor. So, that's all I want to see in these. I want to see those happen. But yeah, I think that about covers it. Everything I wanted to say about the trailers. Let's see, is there anything else? No, not really. Just excited about the whole DC DC Universe thing that comes out later this year. I wanted to pre-order it, but then it was like $74. I was like, I'll just wait and then get it when it's out and everything. That's gonna have like all of the friggin' DC TV shows, DC comics dating back from like Action Comics #1, So it's going to be pretty cool, and I can't wait to check that out. If you want to find out more about it, I may put a link to the description below where you can find it and pre-order it yourself if you want. As always, if you enjoyed my mad ramblings, make sure to subscribe. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. If you like the blue shell from Mario Kart, then leave the channel. I'm just kidding. Subscribe anyways. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. I'll see you later. You don't actually have to subscribe if you don't want to. That is up to you. It's never up to me. I can't force you to subscribe. But I'm not saying I'll break into your house and shoot you with a gun, but I'm not implying that either. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Do what you want, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!